Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. Make sure the audio is working right. Good. Okay, so tonight is going to be a lot about the Pocket 3, but obviously answer any questions you have, ask in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer them. That's pretty much what this live stream is for, is so that we can have more of a conversation and yeah, get your questions answered. Especially because I don't have time to answer them all in the comments. Like, I answer every comment or respond to every comment, but the anything after that I don't see again, and that's it. So I did have a lot of questions about the Pocket 3 in my comments, and I'll try and answer some of them as we go, and especially as I can remember. Love for Life, you said somebody in Germany was reporting overheating issue after recording 10 minutes in 4K 60. I have not faced any overheating issues. It's been great for me. Also, I don't live in Germany's not really a hot climate either, so I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're sitting inside, then maybe, but yeah, so possibly, I guess. And then, but 4K 60, I don't really understand why people record in 4K 60. It makes little to no sense to me, but yeah, so there we go. Brandon. I'm not buying anything right now. I'm actually trying to sell some of my stuff too, but my best advice on selling any gear is use Gear Focus because they take the least percentage. Also, sorry to hear about your health problems. And Bretner, Eddie Nunez, did you get a Pocket 3, Eddie? I'm curious. Let's see. Preston, so you wonder what Jake does in this 5 minutes. Do I sit there like us and watch us sometimes. Tonight, not so much. It was kind of frantically getting stuff set up. Mostly because right now I'm actually live streaming on the Pocket 3. Yeah, and so there's the Pocket 3, and that's my A7S III there with a very expensive G Master lens on it. So I thought it was kind of cool. The fact that you can just USB-C out the back of the Pocket 3 and live stream in 1080p. And you can live stream directly from this too, I believe, if you input the information properly. But this I'm running through, let's see here. I'm running through OBS, and then it's live streaming out from there. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to try. No tracking works, and it's also only normal color profile, so just in case you were wondering that. Eddie, RAW or no RAW? RAW on, you were asking about time lapses, right? On RAW, you can save the RAW files. I checked today, and you can save the RAW files. And Brent, are your videos frozen? It's not on mine. It's got to be on your end, bud. Hey, Michael. Yeah, 42 degrees and clear. Nice, Jim. Sorry about your drone. Hopefully you find it. Let's see. Hey, Mark H. Good to see you. You're leaving Lowell Point? Oh, Lowell Point is one of my favorite places to go. I love that spot. Alaska Filmer. Hey. New view angle H4? Yeah, for now. I'm working on some stuff in the studio. I didn't feel like putting it all away, so I just kind of set this up for this week. Let's see. Marco Island, Florida. Jealous right now. Hey, Keith Brown. Let's see. You don't have a Pocket 3 yet. You soon have a Pocket 2. DJI has a 1-inch sensor, Air 3S. Yeah, who knows? That would be kind of cool. I am pretty surprised at how small the gimbal is for the 1-inch sensor on this. Maybe it is a little smaller than the Air 2S sensor, although it's hard for me to remember, or a gimbal. But it's very, very cool. Hey, Mark White. Sam, if you sync the Pocket 3 with something like the Tentacle, can you trust the Pocket timecode with it, or does it drift? It does drift, Sam. It drifts. It doesn't drift any appreciable amount, like in the 3 hours or so that I was out, but it does drift a little bit. And obviously, it's not going to keep great time like, you know, a higher-end cinema camera or something like that would. But anything that I lined up, like all the stuff that I lined up with the audio, it all synced up great. And that was a solid 2 hours. And then I used the Tentacle Sync Studio desktop to sync it all up, and it worked great. So I think it was a few frames off, 3, maybe 4 frames by the end of 2 or 3 hours. So it's not terrible considering what the Pocket 3 is. I was really impressed. Great question though. I was wondering when I put all the time sync stuff in there, I was like, man, is anybody going to care about this, or is this just me nerding out on some stuff? So, game time, why does it look so grayish? Because the Pocket 3 doesn't have the same amount of dynamic range as the A7S III. Obviously, it's full frame sensor. So it's trying to expose just overall to make sure that you can see me. If we were to expose it where the blacks are the same on the A7S III, then I would be much, much darker. It's just because it's a much smaller camera and so on. So I'll switch to the A7S III. There. Better? Hopefully that's better. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. All good a few minutes ago. Okay, good. Glad to hear it. You'll be looking Saturday for it. All right. Buy a Pocket 3 if it will make you famous, Jeremy. I don't know that anything's going to make you famous device-wise. It's also really not going to solve any problems technically. Like, it's a great little camera, but it still is just like, it's a little camera. It's not going to make you a better filmmaker or a better photographer. I mean, you know this, of course. But, it's not what you have, it's what you do with it, generally. When it comes to gear and equipment and stuff. It's that's kind of the way it is. So, oh, do you want to see an example of tracking with the Pocket 3? Like, legit, I mean, it's shockingly good. Lambo driver saying we need to talk. Yeah, we do need to talk. That's right. Looks just like the Osmo Action 4 D-Log M. Love it. Yeah, the D-Log M is great out of it. Hey, Brad Alston, drone shots. Strap it to the Mavic. I thought about that drone shots, and then I thought I better finish my review and my comparison videos first. But yeah. Eric V, leave next week for a trip to Budapest, Prague. Won't be taking a drone. Just be taking photos and video of your Pixel 6. You don't want to have a bunch of equipment. Eric, that's not a bad way to travel. Not at all. In fact, since I got this, I've started just taking this. Like, that's why you saw a bunch of videos from Des Moines, Iowa, which is where all the night city scenes were from in the review video about this, because that was all I took. Well, that's not true. I had to take other cameras for the work I was doing, but for everything I did while I was there, I just used this, and it was great, and a Mini 4. So, yeah. Let's see. 107 Drones, nice to see you. Brandon's Drone Life, you did? Thank you. I appreciate that, and I'm glad to hear the kind words. I've actually been tweaking the D-Log M LUT a little bit more, so I will be sending out an update. You'll get it for free, but as soon as I'm kind of happy with it, I'll be sending out an update, and for everybody to get who's bought the D-Log M, the correction LUTs from me. So thank you for buying those, though. Flyride, do you think over 500 is overpriced? I mean, I kind of agree. Honestly, I think just about everything in our world right now is overpriced. It seems insane to me that the prices are almost double what they were 3, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. It's just nuts. I mean, and that's why, like, this is a 3-year-old phone. I can't justify spending $1,000 or more on a new phone. Even though the iPhone 15 looks amazing, and with the Apple log and all that, like that looks awesome. I would love to have that in that 5X lens. But you're talking like $1,200 for a phone? I just really struggle with spending that kind of money on a phone. It just, yeah. It's, yeah. Let's see. Any other DJI stuff do time code like drones by chance? Michael, so the only other stuff that does time code, which is odd to me, is the Inspire 3, which a review will be coming about on Friday, and then the Action 4. So the Action 4, the Pocket 3, and the Inspire 3, the Ronin 4D does too. All those take time code input and will jam sync time code. I wish there was a way to jam sync time code with like the Air 3, the Mini 4, the Mavic 3. Mavic 3 especially, that would be amazing. It would be so cool to be able to jam sync time code with those. Would be incredible. H4, yes I did. DJI actually did send this to me about 2 weeks ago, and so I had just enough time to put together a review on it and posted it today. Pretty proud of the video, actually. I was impressed. And I've got I'll have comparison videos coming between this and the Action 4, the GoPro, the Pocket 2 and stuff. As soon as I filmed a bunch of stuff for it already. I just have to sit down and do the talking head parts and edit it. But it's great. So much so that I've been just really using this a lot more lately. Let's see. Can you go manual while using as a webcam? You mean manual exposure, Preston? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And that's actually, did I have it manual? No, I did not have it manual that time, but you can go manual. White balance, ISO, and shutter can all be set manually. Let's see. Robert, impressive camera, sound, lighting lineup at Caterpillar. Wait, what are you referring to? Is that the clip that I posted about the Pocket 3 thing, in the Pocket 3 thing? Or was that the thing I posted on Instagram? Because, yeah. Anyway, but you're right. They are a really cool company to work for every now and then. Work with, I guess. If you buy it, all of a sudden you're Steven Spielberg, you buy two. Yeah, Michael, exactly right. What's the most exciting part of this V2 mic? Can you say if it's 32-bit? So, Sam, it is 32-bit. And it's really clear because, shoot. I'm going to grab the mic real quick. Wait, maybe it's in here anyway. Wireless mic. So it is. So see here, let's see if I can get the camera to focus on this. Come on, baby. Come on. Maybe. Oh, come on. Nope, it is not going to do it. Well, we'll just go to manual focus then. Whoops, not that. There, and then let's see if I can get this to focus here. There we go. Okay, see that? It says 32-bit float in the menu. 32-bit float recording. So that to me, like, that means it's 32-bit float recording on the microphone itself. So yeah, but when I put that in the video, and that's why I said I didn't say float. I said 32-bit because at that time I could only DJI would only confirm that it was 32-bit recording. They wouldn't say if it was a float or not. But it says float in the menu, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm very excited about that because it would, if that's what's coming in the Mic 2, the DJI Mic 2 system, which I assume they're going to release at some point. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I love 32-bit audio in all of our devices. It's amazing. Let's see. Okay, it says in manual, not to strap to a motorcycle drone, vibrations can damage the gimbal. Preston. Yeah, so you have to, if you watch Potato Jet's video, he actually strapped it to an FPV drone. I thought about doing it. I just didn't have any way to do it well, and I didn't have time with everything else I'm trying to do. And so it had pretty bad vibrations. You have to separate it, isolate it from the body of the drone somehow to get rid of those vibrations a bit. Game time. You don't think it's the sensor size? ZV-1 has the same sensor. Same size sensor, yes, but a different sensor. And I am doing a comparison between the ZV-1 and the Pocket 3 because I'm curious as well. They are both 1-inch sensors, but the ZV-1 has a 20 megapixel sensor, whereas this is like a 9.75, excuse me, or 10, something like that. It's odd because you can also shoot in 4K in a 1:1 frame. That's just like 4,000 something by 4,000 something. It's weird. So it's definitely a different sensor. That's what gives you that vertical 3K vertical. And yeah. So anyway, yeah. So the pictures out of this, and I didn't say this in the video. I wish I had. They're like 9 or 10 megapixels, something like that. And they look great. I like them a lot. They're nice. They're nice photos. But the nice thing is too, you can also, like, you get RAW option, and you can save the RAW from the panos if you want to, and combine them in Lightroom later, which I've done, and they turn out really good. Okay, let's see. Sense looks great as a webcam and cam link. Well, and so the other thing about that game time is the lens. Like, so you have a fixed f2.0 lens on this, and if I can get this to turn on. Wait, do I not have a battery in here? Or is the battery just dead? Maybe the battery's dead. That is a problem with the ZV-1. But the lens is a massive difference between these two. So that plays a huge role in how things look. Need to look like it needs a LUT as a webcam. Yeah. I mean, you could make it look better probably if you worked on it a bit. Let's see. My Pocket 3 audio question. Does it have audio in a mini jack? No, it does not. The DJI mic does have an audio input, so you could use a regular like lapel with it if you wanted to, but the unit itself only has USB-C in, but it does work with any devices that are USB-C compatible. So you could plug a Rode Wireless into this, you could plug the DJI mic system into this. I tried the DDD4, and I tried the Sennheiser USB-C wireless lav that I have, and I tried something else that's USB-C too, and they all worked. So yeah. Let's see. When using the DJI mic, is the audio recorded with the video, or is a separate audio file on the mic receiver? So you can set it to do either or. It records to the camera always, but you can also set it to automatically record on the mic if you want it to. So Like I've had it set to, I did a little bit of both. So I had it set where I could just start and stop recording on the mic and let it run. And then whenever I turn this on, the mic would connect to it and it would record the audio to the camera. And then I had it set the other way where the camera would turn on and then the mic was on all the time. But anytime I turned the camera on and started recording, the mic would start recording eternally as well. And then you can also just turn that feature off if you don't plan to pull the audio files off the DJI mic. No reason to really have them running. And it gets like 32-bit, if I remember right, it's like 15 hours, 14, 15 hours of record time. It's quite a bit. It's a lot. So, yeah. Evolutionary Tom, $1,200 for a camera with a phone on it. Okay, yeah, good point. Solid point there. Solid point there. Good Lord, Canada. I feel so sorry for you guys. Everything's so much more expensive there. Right now, it doesn't help these companies release a new product. Yeah, Michael, I agree, man. If they could put time code on the smaller drones, it'd be incredible. Jonathan, you just joined in. Have you talked to me about any upcoming comparison of the Osmo Pocket 3 and the iPhone 15? Jonathan, I don't have an iPhone 15. The iPhone 15 photography-wise will beat the Pocket 3 just because it just has better sensors for photos. I mean, honestly, it's hard to say. The stabilization on that's so good, too. It's really ridiculous. So, it's, yeah. But I don't have an iPhone 15, so I won't be doing a direct comparison, unfortunately. I just haven't been able to get myself to where I want to, like, pay $1,200 for a phone. Best Sony picture profile to match with D-Log and D-Log M fly ride. Let's see. So on the emitter, not internally on the Pocket 3. Yes, Preston, that's correct. Does no one read the manual? No one reading the manual. No one reads the manuals these days. Yeah, Preston, and that's what it says. Like, and that's. But when I pressed DJI about it, they were like, "Don't say float in your video." It's like, okay, I won't say float, and I don't know why, because it says float on the thing and it says float in the manual. Yeah. Anyway. I feel like I just missed a crap ton of... Oh, there we go. Okay, just joined in. You talked about upcoming comparison videos. Got that one already. External lav mic capability. You can plug an external lav into the DJI Mic 2. No problem. You can only plug USB-C audio compatible stuff into this. Watching from Nova Scotia. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, the Pocket 3 setup is pretty sweet. Do you know if it will work with the DJI mic transmitters or only the mic 2? So H4, if you're going to go direct to this, like pair it with this, like I did in the video, then it's only with the mic 2s. I tried with the mic, the original DJI mic system, and it doesn't pair. But you can plug the DJI mic system into this via USB-C. So I did try that, and it does work. Yes, it does. You want to see that in action? Let me do this. I'll show you that in action. Actually, that would have been a great way to show you that. It does have fast focus, and you can also do, like, it has sort of a product showcase feature, but I never really quite got that to, I don't know. To me, it didn't seem any different from, and then I have to do, it's weird though, like my computer, when I'm running OBS, I have to do these weird things there we go. Okay, good. To get it to work. Anyway, okay, so here's the Pocket, right? And then here's my ZV-1. So, and it does have a crazy close focus distance. Like this is 3-4 inches away from the Pocket. And, I mean, that's pretty wild. Also, it does a pretty good job with bokeh in the background. Look how blurry the background is. Like, that's not bad. Not bad, right? Not bad at all. So, but it does do, yeah. It's really a good system. I was shocked. It's a massive upgrade. Pressing. Oh, I see what you're saying, Preston. And yes, good point. It doesn't record 32-bit float to the Pocket. It's only on the internal recording on the mic. Great point. Flyride. Best Sony picture profile to match with D-Log M and D-Log. Honestly, the best way to do it is go S-Log 3 and then use a program like Cinematch and match it up. It will still take color grading, though. Like, it's a little... yeah, that's That's the best thing I could say. Honestly, though, the normal color profiles in most of the latest DJI products are really good. They're very good, very accurate, and they match up with Sony pretty well if you don't feel like shooting in log. Michael, yeah, the ZV-1 battery. Like when I was out filming, I got probably half the shots with this thing that I got with everything else I was filming with. And it just because the battery died. It was... And I don't have wireless on. Like I turn everything off. Screen brightness is way down just to maximize. It's still, battery life is terrible. Tamron 35 to 150, amazing lens. Back in lockdown. Wow, that's going back. Considering the Sony FE 24 to 70 GM2, is it pointless due to the overlap? 35 to 150, 24 to... Why are you looking at the 24 to 70, Engineero? Like... Why would you not consider something like the 16 to 35 GM2? Because you're still getting great low light performance, but you're getting a lot more wide end. The price isn't that different, I don't think. Bought a Pocket 3 and an Air 3 today. Alan Lynn, congrats. Nice. Great choices. What will be your purpose or use case for the Pocket 3? Debating on getting one myself. Brad Henderson, I'm not sure your use case yet. So for me... especially because I like hike a lot and travel a fair amount. Unless I need a DSLR with insane low light capability, honestly, I'm just going to start doing stuff with the Pocket 3. It's good enough, and it's just super handy. And yeah, so and taking out a mirrorless, a 7S3 or A1 or anything like that, unless I need like really high quality photos, like taking that stuff out is like 3 pounds, 4 pounds of stuff in my backpack. So yeah, not all the time, but sometimes I'm definitely going to just be traveling with the Pocket 3. And there was a hike I want to do if I can get there before we really hit like hardcore winter, that I just plan on doing with the Mini 4 and the Pocket 3, because those two things together is like still less than a pound. It's insane. So yeah, why not? Let's see. The price, Jake from Not From State Farm. Yeah, it is expensive, and it's a little bummer. Did I catch the Aurora? I did catch some of it, Alaska Filmer. In fact, I filmed some of it, or time-lapsed some of it with the Pocket 3, which was really fun. Nevins, not sure, already answered. How much better is the Pocket 3 video quality compared to the Action 4? Better. I don't know if I'd say better. It's different. I mean, it definitely does better in low light, and I will have a comparison coming. But the big thing with the Pocket 3 is that you get out of focus background. You don't get that with the Action 4. So yeah. On the DJI mic set, when recording onto the mic, how do you stop recording? There's a little red button, Michael, that you can start and stop recording with if you're just using the mic. Like I used the mic and did a bunch of voiceover work with just the mic. Just stopped recording on it. And some of that voiceover made it into the Pocket 3 review video. And yeah, so you can start and stop it there. Or you can set it up to where like when you start and stop recording on the camera, it starts and stops recording. So yeah. You said you did your review video in Des Moines for the Pocket 3. That's awesome. Can't wait to watch it. Hope you had a good visit, Danny. I did have a great visit. It was really fun. I got to meet up with a couple people there, which was great. Other than that, it was a very fast trip, and I was really busy doing the work I was doing, I was working around and inside the principal tower. It's the tallest building in Iowa, and definitely in Des Moines, and it was really cool. So I did a bunch of shots because I got done one night and I was just like, this thing's supposed to have amazing low light. I'm taking the Pocket 3 out on the streets and we're going to run around downtown and film a bunch of stuff. So I did. And it was cool. Cool city. Great place. It was fun to be. Hey, Fly Zone. Eddie, Pocket 3. It is. I think like if you film on pocket cameras, that's what you're seeing right now. I think it's a pretty worthy successor. Let me put this in manual. Let me put this down to 200. It looks a little better. What if I go down to 100? That's a little too dark. We'll go to 200. There. How's that? Better? Like that better? And that's actually zoomed in a little bit, so I could, and you could still, because it's only 1080p. Oh, that's disgusting. Nobody needs to see that. you can, zoom in with it and stuff like that. There's no tracking. I wish that tracking worked in the webcam mode. It's just USB-C out in webcam mode, but that would be sweet because then you could like wander around. How cool would that be? New set, Paul? No, just different angle. Different angle. The other set is over this way. I'll show you guys. It's all super dark right now, but yeah, I have a lot of stuff set up over there working on stuff. So yeah, what a cute little camera. Yeah, DJI's making moves. They are. They're really. It's cool. And I'm not, I mean, I think it's a great product. I think they did a crazy good job with it. The usability, the user interface is way better than the Pocket 2 was. But yeah, so I'm curious to see what other companies sort of kind of try and match with. Preston. Oh, that's a good question. Let me see. We'll see here. Let me see if I can, man, what's my background in TV production, TV news? Wish you earlier in career, Steve. I don't have a background in TV news per se. Most of my background in TV has been for shows, TV shows specifically. There we go. Okay, accept. Let's see if this works. It's connecting. Who was asking me that? Preston, was that you? Yeah, Preston. It's working. So far, we'll see. It's thinking. Still thinking. Oh, nope. In webcam mode. Yeah, the problem is I have my A7S III to like just lock onto a subject, and it really locks onto a subject until it doesn't. There we go. All right, yeah. So no Mimo app in webcam mode. Now I can get back to the chat because you guys are all chatting up a storm. It's great. Let's see, what a cute little camera, blah, blah, blah. It's good. Only 25 likes. Thanks. So yeah, Steve Donna, I haven't done any TV news. I've done mostly TV shows, mostly drone pilot and camera for TV shows and like TV specials and stuff like that. So Sam, you asked about the float. Nobody wanted to mention float. I guess it will come in firmware once they release the new mic. So it says float. The one thing I didn't have a chance to do is really try it out and see if it actually is float. And I mean, the easiest way to do that is like way the heck overdrive something super loud, and then you come in post and you just bring the volume down. And if no waveform is actually clipped, then you know it's actually 32-bit float. I just didn't get the chance to test it yet. So yeah. And literally, like the helicopter trip I took looking for ice caves and doing some photo and video work with the Inspire 3 and the helicopter company. So I don't own a helicopter. I mean, sometimes I do pay for helicopter trips, not as often as you think because it's expensive. But I do work for helicopter companies that are nice enough to let me film content for YouTube while I'm also doing work for them. Anyway, like that whole trip, everything we had literally like once we flew there, I think we had an hour on the ground in two locations, between two locations, and probably like an hour, 15 minutes of flying to do everything we need to do. So while I was also doing everything for the helicopter company and with the drones and then trying to grab little bits of stuff with the Pocket, like it was an incredibly tight trip, so I didn't have time to really test the DJI Mic 2 out. And what I was going to do is record all the cockpit audio, the intercom audio in the helicopter with the DJI Mic 2, but I was like, I don't have time. So I did it with my Track E from Tentacle Sync. And it was kind of cool too, because then I could just show, everything synchronized up really, really well. Does the unit feel top heavy without the extension? Rotating screen seems to take a lot of space on the handle. John, I don't think so. I didn't really use it without the extension, but you do get a little short, about this long, an extension with the Pocket 3. And so if you don't get the battery handle, you still get that. And that has a quarter 20 on it, so you could attach a little tripod or something to hold on to. But I didn't find it felt weird because the way I hold it, kind of like this. I could show you. Like this. So this is the battery handle. Take that off. And I'm still holding it like this. So I found it was fine. And I really like the flip screen. I didn't think I would like it that much, but I really It grew on me really quick. It's such a great way to just, because you literally like that and it's turned on. That, and you can set it to just turn straight off or give you a little countdown if you want to switch to vertical filming mode. Like super, super smart. Engineero, you have the Tamron 17 to 28, the 100 to 400, but you shot a lot of 40 to 70, therefore considering the 24 to 70. Oh, plus the weight savings. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Then, yeah, I would say it probably is worth it for you. Because honestly, if you have the 24 to 70... Like if it were me and I were traveling and I had the 24 to 70 and then I was choosing between the 35 to 150 or the 100 to 400, I would take the 24 to 70 and the 100 to 400. I guess depending on where you're going, but that's what I would do personally. Keith, motion lapses with the Pocket 3 are too easy and look great. Yeah, and you can save the raw photo files so you can put the motion lapse together yourself later too if you wanted to. Preston Glad, for 1-inch sensor, everything you got, I honestly feel the price is not that bad. I mean, it's not. It's just that, 3 years ago, it probably would have been $100 less or $150 less. It just, yeah. Michael, the charging time is insanely quick with the Pocket 3, 16 minutes to 80, 32 minutes to 100. Yes, it is. And so, like this is the other thing. Like this, you get, what is it, like 140 minutes? So a little, 2 hours-ish of recording time, depending on, mode you're recording and all that. So if you're in 4K, you're not going to get that much, 100 hours, or 100 minutes maybe. But then you add this, and this adds 60% more. So you're talking then, instead of 100 minutes at 4K, you're talking 160 minutes at 4K, which is a lot of recording time. And, yeah. My experience with this out in the cold, like in well below freezing temperatures, it does great. And it doesn't heat up. It gets warm, but it doesn't heat up as much as the Pocket 2 did. The sensor, Brad, I like the sensor a lot. It looks really good. Alaska Filmer, so it doesn't film the aurora. I time-lapsed it. And so I don't think I could film it. It'd be really hard to film it with the Pocket 3. It's hard to film it with the A7S3 or A1. All you need is Pocket 3, Air 3, Osmo Action 4, Mountain, Land, and Sea. Exactly in these styles. It's true. And honestly, like this, I kind of hope they come out with an underwater version of this. Or not, housing. Be kind of cool. But yeah, you got this and an Air 3 and like, dude, you've got a solid content creation. Even a Mini 4 Pro in this, and you've got a super solid content creation setup. It's crazy. Mark H., thank you for the super chat. I really, really appreciate it. Especially since I did pay for some helicopter trips and stuff lately to go do some stuff. Film some stuff to put content here on the channel. I do deeply appreciate it. Ken Heron, take off your hat and you'll give me $10. Do I have to take it off for the rest of the stream? Actually, my hair's not that bad. Like just, yeah, there we go. How's that? Better? Why is I feel like I had a super magenta. Anyway, you owe me $10, Ken. Just an over skim through, definitely give it a proper watch through. Now it's priority. Awesome. Thank you. Got your Mavic 3, not even gotten it registered. Dynadrone, congrats. Mavic 3 Pro, awesome. Looks like you've been utilizing pre-snow weather break. I have been trying to get every bit of sunshine I can before it starts snowing. H4 services. Jake doesn't own a helicopter. He owns a fleet of them. I wish, H4. If I owned a helicopter, you would see crap tons of footage of me flying my helicopter. I don't. I wish. Kayak Medic? Awesome. Dude, that's awesome. Car commercials are challenging, too. They're fun. Hey, Tentos. Bonzo Lives. Breeze Fire. Awesome, Ken. Gotta run. All right, Preston. Thanks for hanging out here, man. Are you able to go live off the Pocket 3 to YouTube only, or are you plugged in a USB? I was plugged in directly through USB-C. I haven't tried any other of the live streaming ways, but there is options in the in the settings here for live stream stuff. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, continue last live stream. So, yeah. And oh, wait. It says start live stream from the Mimo app. So you can live stream from the Mimo app using the Pocket 3. There you go. Let's see. I'll have to watch Pocket 3 review. Do you think it would suffice for real estate walkthrough videos, Paul? Yeah, I kind of think it would. Now, if you're doing high-end houses, like $1 million plus, I wouldn't use the Pocket 3. But yeah, I mean, anything else, like, I think it would do fine. Does it do bracket for real estate? You guys are asking some great questions. I don't think it does bracketed shots. At least, not that I can remember. Exposure. Shutter speed, confirm, format. Yeah, I don't see, there's no bracketing option in here that I see. Art list, more pro, find music for the videos and others. Nice, Javier. Thoughts on using this indoor church and receptions? Ken? It works good indoor. I have some super low light stuff coming up outside, but it will give you an idea of like extremely dim. The only thing it's missing, although the 2x zoom, which you saw in the review video a little bit in 4K, looks pretty good. It does have a good job. They call it a lossless zoom. I wouldn't quite call it lossless, but it's pretty close. Mini 4 or Air 3? Ryan, depends on where you are. If you're in the EU, then I would probably lean toward the Mini 4. If you're not, then I would definitely, and you have the budget, I would definitely get the Air 3. The Air 3 is just a great drone. Brad Anderson, creator combo or standard? Brad, I would, if this is going to be your main camera for producing content for social media, then the creator combo for sure. The mic and the Ken Herron got me to take my hat off, and now he's not paying up. The mic and everything else is worth it. The battery handle and stuff like that is worth it, in my opinion. It's great. That's right, H4 Services. Ken and I go back and forth all the time about who's got more cars, helicopters, boats, and who's drinking more expensive wine and eating more expensive caviar. Like daily, we text back and forth about who does what. MHM Photography will be in Hawaii next week, taking the Mini 4 Pro, also taking the Mavic 3 Pro. What do I think? The only reason I'm considering the Mavic 3 Pro is because I can get windy in Hawaii with trade winds. Definitely take the Mavic 3 Pro. You with the winds over there, you probably want it. I think the Mini 4 Pro will do fine for a lot of things, but I think you'll appreciate the 3 Pro, especially if you're out like. And you want to get some like zoomed in shots of places where it's hard to fly or wildlife like that, definitely take it with you. But the Mini 4 Pro takes up almost no space, so take them both. H4 Services, right? Like for all the money that YouTube pays me in AdSense, I probably spend it all in gas or buying gear to review because I don't. Contrary to what people think, like this and the Action 4 are one of the first products DJI has sent me. I don't actually get sent a lot of projects, and I've actually started turning down a lot of products because of what the companies want for a $150 lens, and they're like, well, we want you to do a 10-minute video about it, and I'm like, no, not for a $150 lens. It's not worth my time, or my time is worth more than that. So I have asked like a few times, like, hey, I'd be happy to do this, but I also need this, this, and this, so we could do like a comprehensive thing or something like that, or make it worth my while. And most of them say no. So like, okay. Make it 20. Ken. I'm waiting. Michael. Mini 4, Mini 3 are good in wind too. I agree, they are, and they can handle substantial wind. It's just that if you're getting close to stuff, you can definitely see the bobble. And do I have that footage with me? Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm going to play the tracking thing real quick. Why not, right? Here's the tracking. So this is me with the DJI mic, and this will be a comparison about the Pocket 2 and everything else. I am going to try and pull a clip off one of my drones, my Mini 4 Pro, real quick to show you guys. But so there, in this part here, I'm about 30 feet away. Maybe, yeah, probably about 30 feet away. And then, play so you can hear me talking.
Will they both still be able to track me?
I have to pause it here. What shocked me is that it could track me in the dark shadows here. Because that's like, it doesn't look that way on the screen, but it's pretty dark in there.
Pocket 2's doing well. Keeping up. So, I mean, I'm a good 50, 60 feet away right now. Still going. It looks like the Pocket 3 still got me. Can't really tell from here. Not bad. DJI, pretty damn impressive for what you guys do. You really know how to make stuff work well.
All right. So I am oh, maybe it did that already. Okay, so now I gotta go into studio mode. I gotta go here. Let's see if I can do this. There, open. Studio mode. Teaser. Nope.
As soon as you add in something
doing this. I think something's messed up with this. Okay, come on. Why are you not doing this here? That. I just need to delete that. Yes. Back to here. Back to here. Okay, that. All right, let me see if this works now. So this is the Mini 4 Pro in 35-mile-an-hour winds. I just basically was like, yep, I'm just going to send it, and we'll hope that I can get it back and see what happens. What's astounding is how stable the footage looks, considering like it was windy as crap out there, just ripping like crazy. So you can't say the Mini 4 Pro can't handle wind. Like, it definitely can handle wind. It's just when you get closer to stuff, like, that's when it'll start to struggle. Yeah, okay, there we go. So, Steve, it will follow you to a point. It has a hard limit going this way, but like this way it could follow you in like 200, almost 360 degrees. So depending on which way you go, it has a limit, but it will follow you pretty much any direction it can until it reaches the end of its gimbal movement. Eric, nice haircut. Thank you, Eric. Look at that. Eric's picking up the slack for Ken. Going old school next week, your last night. Oh, that's awesome. Robert, that is awesome. Hey, Bob Casey. Pocket 2 filters the Pocket 3? No. I got asked this question a lot, and no, they can't. The lens, the size of this here is quite a bit different. It's a fair bit larger than the Pocket 2, so cannot. That was Hatcher Pass, Davant, yes. In the water at 40 feet, Alan, nice. Thanks, James. Getting close to 100,000. Kind of crazy. Outroll, it works surprisingly well. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, it does work well. It's really good. To match up the audio it's tough. It's really tough. Like you got to get a good sync point, and it's really the way I do it is like clap like this so I can see exactly when my hands hit, and that's how you synchronize it. But it's still like stomp your foot on the camera, gives you something to see in the video. You got to do something that makes a loud sound, and so I always turn like this to the drone and do this, where I can like pop, and then I can get that loud spike in the audio, but I can see exactly when my hands touch, and then that's what I do. Shoulder mount. I don't know what you're talking about. Shoulder mount. Walk with John. It's magnetic connection, Steve. Donna, it's the everything attaching to the front of this is magnetic. So, and I didn't get any ND filters with it. I just got this and the wide angle lens, which I don't know if I showed the wide angle lens in the video or not. I think I did in a couple scenes. All right. If I missed any questions, please ask again, because there were a lot of questions, and I've only been able to keep up with so many. But other than that, a couple more minutes, and I'll wrap this live stream up. Yeah. Flying filmmaker, that's true. It is a painful process. Is the magnet fairly strong? Yes, it is pretty strong, Sam. I mean, like anything, stuff could get knocked off. It's magnetic, but it is pretty strong, and it does a pretty good job. So the magnet on the DJI Mic 2 is stronger than the Mic 1 series. But yeah, for me, the Pocket 2, I now have lost the wide-angle lens, and I've lost the little like lightning connector and USB-C connector have both disappeared. It's partly because I let one of my kids use it, and it didn't come back. All the pieces didn't come back. So like I can't even find the little tripod that came with it either. So yeah, Paul, yes, it is. Oh, DJI makes a like attachment with GoPro fingers on it, but I didn't get that. I saw some other creators did, but yeah, and I'm sure there'll be like 3D printed options pretty soon. But yeah, so DJI does make a thing that this will like clip into, and then it will attach like to a chesty mount or something like that. But yeah. Oh, they are on the clips? Dang. Well, yeah, depending on the magnetic clips. I just bought like replacement magnets because I lost a couple of magnets for my DJI mics, and I just bought replacement ones on Amazon, pretty cheap. What's the mount to use an extension pole? It's so if you use any of the handles at the bottom is a 1/4-20. See, this is the battery handle, but the other handle that comes with this is also a 1/4-20. And that's how you mount it. So 1/4-20 makes it pretty easy. Just there you go. John AK. You have a lot of APS-C lenses? Because honestly, the new A6700 is amazing. It's an incredible camera. Wait, A6700? Yeah, A6700 is an incredible APS-C camera. But if you mainly do videography, then I would look at the FX30. The FX30 is an awesome video camera. It's really, really nice, and it's the cinema line. So if you don't do any photography, well, the FX30 will do photos too, but it's a video-focused camera. And if you got a lot of APS-C lenses, then I would just do that. The FX30 or the A6700. I would only do the A6700 if you do a fair amount of photo work. But if you do mostly video, the FX30 for sure. You bet, Steve. Action 4 Pocket 3, Armando. For me, most of the time, the Pocket 3, because it just has a really nice image quality to it, and it has a little bit of background blur, bokeh. So that's what I like. Paul, you asked if it has an IP rating. It does not. I would say, I mean, I've used it in some pretty harsh conditions, and it's fine, but it definitely is not like IP67 or anything like that. The ZV-E1, Brad, the best overall lens. Honestly, the Tamron's, what is it, the 17 to 70? Or 15 to 70, 16 to 70, whatever that one was, the Tamron. I reviewed it on the channel. That, I think, is... Oh, wait, that's a full frame. Best overall lens for the Sony ZV-E1. That's the... man, keeping all these things straight now is getting to be a problem. If you want to go lightweight and inexpensive, Brad, then this here, the 17 to 50 from Tamron for the full frame, that's a great lens. It's f4, but you get great low light. So that's what I would do. Or the 24 to 105 is my other kind of go-to all-in-one lens. Like that's what I would do. Yeah, it's yeah. So let's see. This will be a camera combo we will buy. We're going an Air 3, Mavic 4 Pro, Mavic 2 Pro. Good night from no. Good night, Steve. Have a good one. Thanks for being here on the live stream. Appreciate it. If I got the FX30, what gimbal would be best to go with it, John AK? Like if you want to really, well, no, I wouldn't go that small. I would do either the RS3 or the crap. I mean, I think right now I'd probably go with the RS3 for that camera. I think that's what I would do. The Mini, Sam? You think the Mini? I think that I thought about the Mini, but then you're kind of limited on what sort of lenses you could put on it, where the RS3 you could put larger lenses on it. But yeah, if you want a small compact gimbal for it, then the RS3 Mini or the M3S. I haven't personally used the RS3 Mini. I've used the M3S, and I've been pretty happy with it. So I know you can do it. It's just you're limited to what lenses you can put on it. So if you're going to use any sort of longer telephoto lengths or front-heavy lenses like this one, although this one's internally zooming, so it probably could do the RS3 Mini okay, then I would get the RS3. So... let's see, a couple more minutes, and then we're going to wrap it up. Oh, what time is it? Oh, actually, I might just wrap it up now. So, yeah. Next video's coming. Friday is the Inspire 3 video. And in the meantime, I'm probably just going to dump every comparison video about the Pocket 3 that I can. Well, let me ask you this question before everybody goes. Pocket 3 versus like ZV-1, Pocket 3 versus Pocket 2, Pocket 3 versus Action 4, like that, or just Pocket 3 versus everything else? What's your opinion? Do one video comparing it to everything, or a bunch of videos comparing it to, certain cameras? Let me know what you think. Thank you, MHM. I appreciate it. Pocket 3 versus everything. Okay. That's pretty much how I filmed it. 3 versus EV1 versus Action 4. Pocket 3 versus Pocket 2. And then compile into Pocket 3 versus everything. Gotcha. Pocket 3 versus everything. All right. GoPro 12. Okay, yep, got that one coming, Armando. I mean, that's what I've been filming. I've been comparing it to everything, so. All right. I'm going to wrap the stream up. We want it all. We're greedy. Well, hopefully it's helpful for you to decide what you should get or not get. Like, I definitely am not encouraging you to spend money you don't need to spend. So I'm fortunate and blessed to be in a position where YouTube does pay for a lot of the gear that I use and do videos about, and then also like use professionally. And so, you know, yeah. But honestly, like now, if you're going to have a late model phone, it's going to be more than enough. If you don't want to use a phone, but you want a like dedicated camera, then this thing is going to be great. It's pretty incredible the tools we have available to us and the prices we have available to us too. It's pretty insane. So, but that's going to wrap it up. Oh, Dynadrone, thank you for the super chat. I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much, man. That's going to wrap it up for this week's stream. I am pretty sure I'll be back same time, same place next week. So yeah, tune in then. Until then, there'll be a few videos coming out. And yeah, till the next video, be safe, be smart, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers, everybody. Now I gotta find my ending. There it is.